Alright guys, welcome back. As I mentioned in the title, it is my birthday. It's Valentine's Day, but it's also my birthday. It's kind of always been a unique, fun thing, so I'm not going to be on here too long because I do want to spend some more time with the fam, but I'm also going to, just giving you a fair warning, I'm mostly going to be on right now to make some guides. Basically, I have to record it from the PS5 as a live and then go back and edit it and put them in my guide videos. So mostly today, obviously, we can't do any more story, like I mentioned in the last stream, because, it's locked behind the demo until the full game comes out. But we're basically doing some exploration. We're going to be doing some egg hunts specifically today. Basically going to be showing how to find all the monsters and how to find their eggs. So we're doing some habitat restoration as well, talking about that, but that's mostly what we're doing today, guys. If I have time, I mean, I might do it for the next stream, but if I have time, then I'll try to actually take on some more of the feral monsters to see if I can unlock new areas to release monsters, plus find some more endangered species. So, all right, let's see where we're at. Where is the habitat restoration thing? All right, so one thing you'll notice is if you press up and down on the D-pad, you can actually zoom in and out for the map. That's good. You're obviously going to want to press the touchpad on console to be able to see the overall map. So as you can see, for each individual section, there's going to be, like you can see it obviously divided by the dotted lines. There's going to be different habitats, different regions. So different monsters obviously inhabit different regions. So if you also look on the map, you can see the color of the den. So the color of the den is going to tell you the rarity of the monsters that you can find in there. So typical white dens are just your standard monsters. You're not going to necessarily find too many deviants or any rainbow rarity monsters. Basically, all the eggs are going to have either be not shining, obviously, or which would be a normal monster. There'll be gold. There'll be a gold shimmer, which will show you that it's a fairly potent or like a decently pretty good monster. And then there's going to be a rainbow shimmer, which are like the best quality monsters you can find. So obviously, as you go up from regular monster den to a rare den to super rare den, you're going to have a higher chance of having higher quality dens. I mean, higher quality monsters. So you remove this one. Something you can also do, as I just showed you there, you can actually set a pin. I'm assuming you can only have one of each, but you can set a pin, different colors. So if you want to always remember a specific den that you always want to go to, it's a good idea. And as you can see on the map here, these red dots, these red crosshairs are actually layers of feral monsters. So as you can see, there's none in this section because I've taken them out as part of the main mission in the game. I've taken the one out for this section, but there's only 2 left. There are basically 4 quarters. 1, 2, let's see, 3 is this whole section with the lake, and then 4. So So there's 4 sections. There's Blightstone Woods, there's Mirror Lake, which is not just the lake, but this area around it. There's going to be Broadleaf Basin, which is all the way from here down, and then Sunpetal Plains. So Sunpetal Plains you're actually going to clear as part of your main story mission. So you don't have to worry about that one too much. That's actually going to be the one that's going to introduce you in terms of defeating feral monsters, unlocking camps, and then, finding endangered species, releasing them to the wild, that whole process. So you're gonna basically take out Sunpetal Plains first. The next one I would suggest you do is go to Broadleaf Basin, because their monster that was over here was only level 13, if I'm not mistaken, so he's not too difficult. Like, you should be able to take him out as long as you at least have level 10, all of your monsters level 10, your character obviously level 10. Make sure you bring the right support character. I brought Cora, because she's actually really good at defense in terms of taunting the enemy and protecting you. Also, the enemy here, I believe, is a feral Paolumu, and that one is weak to fire, so that's perfect for Ratha. And then obviously, Cora's monster does fire attacks as well. The last 2 feral monsters, I'm not sure which one is which yet because I haven't taken them on, but one of these is going to be, let's see. One of these is going to be the feral Nerscylla, and that one is apparently doable. People have done it, but that one is like level, I believe, 34 or 44. So it is doable, but it's still it can be really difficult. And then I believe the other one is actually a feral, what's the name? I forgot what it is. It's a very high level monster, but it's like level 44 or 54. They're basically 10 levels apart, but the Nerscylla is much easier to take on. So those, like I said, if you want to try to take them on, you can. Just you gotta use the right strategy. But it is during the demo, so I mean, if you want to wait, honestly, I would just wait, and because then once you actually get to buy the full game, when it comes out on March 13th, then you'll be able to just level your monsters up from doing everyday tasks, taking on monsters, completing the main story missions, and then you can just go in there and just beat them like normal. But like I said, Sunpetal Plains you should be able to do as part of the main story quests, and then Broadleaf Basin will be a little bit challenging, but not too challenging. Only level 13, the feral monster, so you should be able to do it with just a little practice. All right, I'm checking now. Where's the one that showed the rest of? We may have to go to the camp. Here we go. Okay, so this is really going to help you in terms of seeing what monsters are available and how you can find them, what you need to do. Also obviously with the habitat restoration, so I'll go over it now. Basically, once you've completed the main mission in Sunpetal Plains, where you find the Rathian, and you fight the feral monster, or I think the feral Yankutku, then you will unlock habitat restoration. Habitat restoration can only be done in a camp. You want to open it up, and obviously, as you can see up top, I only have Azuria unlocked because it's the demo. You can't leave it. But as you can see on the far left, there's Sunpetal Plains, Broadleaf Basin, Mirror Lake, and Blightstone Woods. As you can also see, in order to perform habitat restoration in those specific regions, you have to defeat the feral monster of the area. So Sunpetal Plains is the one part of the main story. You'll be able to defeat that one. It's a feral Yankutku. Broadleaf Basin, like I said, would be the next goal because the feral monster is a feral Paolumu. It's weak to fire, so it's good for your Ratha. And also, it's only level 13, so it's a little bit more difficult. But if you come with a full team of level 10 monsters, you come in with a good strategy. Like I said, try to use fire attacks. It's a technical monster, so power is good on against that one. So basically, you're going to come in with an advantage already because you already have a Ratha, which is fire, your main monster, fire based and power based. So you're going to come in with a good advantage on that one. A little bit of strategy you mostly got to watch out for. I believe is poison for that one. Yeah, I believe it has poison. Either poison or paralysis, one of the two. But as long as you prepare for that, you have some antidotes and anti-paralysis medicine, you should be fine. try to get all the attacks going towards Cora. I would have Cora, if she can taunt the monster, and then you should be good. But anyway, so you have Sunpetal Plains, Broadleaf Basin, Mirror Lake, and Blightstone Woods. So this is the best way to look at each map and see what monsters are actually inhabiting that region, so you can figure out which monsters you can go, you can search for in their dens. Okay. So once you unlock this, you can check it out, and as you can see, even the other ones that you have not unlocked for restoration purposes, you can still see what monsters inhabit those regions. So for instance, in Mirror Lake, you can see, right, the Plesioth, the green Plesioth I discovered because I got a green Plesioth egg, the Royal Ludrith, the Yankuku, and there's one other monster that I haven't discovered. I believe actually in Mirror Lake it should be the Gypceros. So I have found a Gypceros egg, as you can see in Blightstone Woods. Actually, maybe it's not the Gypceros. Yeah, I found the Gypceros over here in Blightstone Woods. That's what I found. All right, so as you can see, that's where those are their eggs in each section. So the first thing I do is pull up Habitat Restoration so you can see which monster you're going to search for. If you don't see the monster on here, that means more than likely it's one of the monsters that is a question mark. So if it's a question mark, that means that is a monster that you have not discovered their egg yet. Okay. So for instance, over here in Broadleaf Basin, I've already gotten a purple Gypceros egg, I've gotten a Chotacabra egg, an Anjanath egg, I've gotten a Tobi-Kadachi egg, and I have the actual monster unlocked. So, all right, the first one we're going to do today is we're going to look for the Yankuku. Now, another thing I'm going to say with the Habitat Restoration is that with the Habitat Restoration, you see there's a rank, right? That rank is basically like an average number of monsters in that region. So they're all going to start off usually at rank C. Very, very few monsters in that region. As you release more monsters into the wild, it'll go up to B, to A, and to S. With Habitat Restoration, like what you will learn in the main story quest, once you defeat a invasive species, which you can only see at nighttime, once you defeat an invasive species, you get them to retreat to their den. You can then find a endangered species egg. So for instance, in Sunpetal Plains, as part of the main mission, once you defeat the invasive, I think it's like Garuda, it's a deviant form of Yankuku. Then you can find a Rathian egg. Once you have the Rathian egg, you can hatch it, release it back into the wild, and that will allow you to find deviants or mutations. So once I got the Rathian to rank B in Restoration by releasing a certain number of them, I then unlocked the pink Rathian as a mutation. Now once one or both of them get to rank S, I then will unlock the deviant form of the Dread Queen Rathian. Okay. So the same thing will be for any other monsters that you put in the restoration slots. So monsters in the restoration slots can actually be any monster that you want. Obviously you want to save at least one for the endangered species, because there's usually one endangered species per region. But for instance, over here for Broadleaf Basin, right? Chotacabra is already there, so releasing him is part of the ecosystem that'll only affect that. But for instance, if I want to release a Plesioth, I can, and that'll appear on the far right side where it says restoration slots. Releasing a Plesioth over there will obviously increase their population in the area, and once I get them to a certain level, for instance, rank B, I'll start to see mutations. Now it says each area has an element. So as you can see, Sunpetal Plains is fire, Broadleaf Basin is electric, Mirror Lake is water, and Blightstone Woods is normal. That element is going to affect the monsters in terms of their mutations. So for instance, the pink Rathian is a normal fire type monster because it's getting affected, because the Rathian is normally a normal one, and then the pink Rathian has got that fire element. Okay. So for instance, in Broadleaf Basin, if I release a Plesioth, which I'm not going to do right this second, but if I release a Plesioth, they'll start appearing in Broadleaf Basin. Okay, on the far right, where you can do it for up to 5 monsters per each region. By doing that, once they get them up to rank B, you'll start to see mutations. That mutation is going to be affected by the area element. So for Broadleaf Basin, the area element is electricity or thunder. So when I release enough Plesioth into Broadleaf Basin, they'll start, and once they get rank B, you'll start finding mutations, which will be both a water and electric element. These monsters obviously will have different color variations, which is going to be nice, but at the same time, they'll also have different that additional element, and with that additional element, it's going to help in terms of what kind of attacks they can do, also with what kind of elemental resistance they have, and also it's just cool having a different color and color variation. So now there are natural mutations that are not affected by this. So for instance, the purple Gypceros is not one that is got an extra elemental mutation. Okay, that one is just a natural mutation from the regular Gypceros. Or same thing with the green Plesioth. That's not an elemental mutation. That's just one that you can find in the wild. That's a natural mutation off of a normal Plesioth. What I'm saying is that you can take any of those, even the green Plesioth I could put here, and if I release enough, I'll get a green Plesioth with a different elemental mutation, which will change its color and change its type. So, something to be aware of. But alright, since I already have Yankuku at rank A, we're probably going to go to Sunpetal Plains to find one for the egg. It's just because there's already a rank A, so there's going to be a lot more Yankuku here. But that's what I would normally do. I would come to each section and see where is that monster located. And since I know that Yankuku is located in Sunpetal Plains and also Mirror Lake, then those are the two places I'm going to be looking at. Mirror Lake, I don't have Habitat Restoration unlocked yet, and obviously it's going to be rank C, so Yankuku is not going to be one that's going to be easier to find there. It's going to be just like average, like everything else. So the best place to go if you want to find an actual egg of that specific monster is where it has a higher rank. Here is a rank A, so I'm going to go there. Alright, so now we're going to go look for Yankuku. Since I know it's in Sunpetal Plains, that means inside this region, any of the dens here is going to be an optimal place to find a Yankuku. Now, I don't see any gold or diamond dens, so right now it doesn't matter which one I pick. Okay, it's going to be the same chance to find a Yankuku. Now, these here on the map are called catavan stands. These are basically save points or checkpoints. When you go to those, you can teleport to them. You can also obviously save the game. So these are very important to unlock when you see them throughout the game. They basically have an umbrella. So, all right. So where I'm probably going to go is right here. Now, another thing that you unlock once you have unlocked the Habitat Restoration and release the Rathian, things like that, you'll unlock day or night cycle. Now, you may want to travel to a certain area, but you want it to be nighttime because you want to take on invasive species, or you want to deal with the whole process of fighting a bunch of monsters and unlocking the Elder Dragons, which is another thing that you can discover in the game. Okay, but right now, obviously, I'm just going to go to a regular den looking for a regular Yankuku, so daytime is fine. All right. So yeah, the catavan stands are going to look like this in the wild. They're basically like a umbrella, and as long as you see that symbol, that means that's a catavan stand. So those are checkpoints. Another thing that you'll notice also through the game is when you see a lot of the endemic life, which are basically just like regular animals hanging out. So for instance, they're all pointing kind of over there. That's where you'll find another invasive species. Okay. But here I've already taken it out, so they're not really acting crazy. Alright, so let's search for the nearest den. There appears to be one right over here. In fact, there's 3 in the same area. Another telltale sign that you'll probably find that monster in the den is when you actually see the monster wandering around. So as you can see, there's a Yan Cuckoo right here. So that means more than likely one of these dens has their eggs. So let's go check it out. And sure enough, here we go. Oh, well, all right. I'm actually going to take this one, guys, because I don't have this egg yet. So let me take that one real quick.
All right.
Yeah, so I haven't hatched that egg yet, so I'm going to take that one just for now. Let's go to another den.
Go.
Same thing, I don't have this egg yet, but since you're here for Yan Cuckoo, let me just get those, because I can always come back and get that one later. That's a Gypceros egg. Oh, let's go.
All right.
Alright, surprisingly we haven't found any Yan Cuckoo yet. Let's look around for another den. Alright, hopefully we can find a Yan Cuckoo from here. Man, alright, well we're gonna take the Rathian egg. Only because that potency is gonna help with restoration.
All right.
Oh! Ah, they're getting me with the Rathians, man. No, I gotta put it back. There we go. That's what we're looking for. A Yan Cuckoo egg. Okay, let's go.
All right.
So we gather some bones. Oh, get out of here. Alright, now that I got the Yan Cuckoo egg, just gonna try to go to a higher spot that's away from everybody so I can... Now, I can worry about hatching it. Alright, now I'm gonna hatch... I wish it would let you hatch individual eggs, but it's gonna hatch all of them. But I'm gonna show you the Yan Cuckoo, so...
Whoa!
Alright, so that pink egg was actually a pink Rathian, which will be good for a later video. And as you can see, the pink Rathian is a fire type, so... Alright, got the Gypceros. Regular Rathian. Alright, there's our Yan Cuckoo. Alright, now to manage the monsters, because we obviously have way too many. Let's see, because he's a water type. And I already have a really good Yan Cuckoo right now. So now we're going to release him. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should... Hold on. That was my fault. So, alright, what you want to do is not release them. That was my fault on that one. What you want to do is do habitat restoration. So I shouldn't have released that monster. That was my fault. Alright, so now I'm going to release Rathian. Pink Rathian. Who else? I'm going to release the Gypceros. And who else is in here? I think that's it for now. Yep, so let's release them. Alright, so now you can see that the Rathian is now up to rank A. And then once I get Rathian or Pink Rathian up to rank S, then you can get Dread Green Rathian. So, alright. So that was the Yan Cuckoo egg. Now let's see if we can find a Velociprey, which should be here. I've seen them wandering around. Let's see if we can find one of their eggs. I believe this is the Velociprey egg. Let's go check.
All right.
Alright, there we go. Let's say a Velocidrome. I actually didn't see a Velociprey yet, but that's a Velocidrome, which is good. Alright, now same thing, I'm going to release him in Sunbelt Plains, because obviously you want to take a chance that they'll have a mutation, so. Alright, so that's her Velocidrome. Alright, let's see if we can find another. There's a den right there. I'll sneak past the Rathian. This might actually be one of their eggs. Let me see. Well, we actually do need a Royal Ledrith egg, and a very potent one is nice. They definitely told me that that was good on time. Dang, let's get out of here. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go.
All right.
Ooh, that was close. Alright, so that's the Royal Ledrith. Let's go back real quick.
Look at that.
Alright. And the Royal Ledrith you can find in as part of like your main story quest, because you have to get one to have a Leviathan so you can obviously swim in the water. Or have a monster to ride in the water so you're not swimming. Alright, same thing. So that's a very key thing to remember too, that I'll kind of add in a video later. That's for one of the things I wish I knew before starting the game, or at least before getting to that point. Any monster that you release, so if you go to your manage monsties, so if I click this Royal Ledrith right now and I click release, that's just going to basically like clear up space in your inventory, if you will, but it's not going to affect Habitat Restoration. So that could be useful if you're trying to get rid of it. I mean, I won't say get rid of it, but you know what I mean? You're trying to let the monster back into the wild, but you're not doing it for the purposes of restoration. But usually you want to do restoration until the monsters are at least fully thriving in that area. So I would not suggest this at first. In the very beginning of the demo, or at least in the very beginning of the game, when you don't have habitat restoration unlocked, this might be a good idea if your maximum capacity is like super low and you have way too many monsters. But I think once the real game comes out, not just the demo, the max capacity, I think I saw some people is like 700 or something like that. So there's definitely shouldn't be any issue of needing to release a monster early. So I would definitely, when you first start the game, when the full release comes out, do not release any monsters until you unlock habitat restoration. Because all those extra monsters that you get, you can use that for restoration instead of having to go back later and, refine all those monsters again. So let's go to habitat restoration. And since they are already here, I'm going to release him back into the wild. That's another thing I want to talk about too is, so when you release monsters into the wild for habitat restoration, what affects how fast it goes is obviously the number, right? Each individual monster is going to push that rank higher no matter what. But if the monster has a higher potency, so it's either a gold shimmering egg or a rainbow egg, releasing them into the wild is going to put, for restoration purposes, is going to go even higher. Okay, so for instance, this one jumped up almost to A instead of being just at the middle of the line of B or just baseline B, because it was a fairly potent or like a gold shimmering egg. So because this monster was even had even better genes, it's actually increasing the restoration progress. So that's another thing to keep in mind, because for instance, if I release another one that's fairly potent, I might jump up to S, versus if I release just regular, normal gene monsters, it might go one rank at a time. So alright, so there's clearly one more monster that we haven't discovered here. So we did the Yonkuku, yeah, we did the Velocidrome, we did the Gypceros, we did the Rathian, we did the Royal Ludrith. I think the other one is a Velociprey. It's gotta be it. But you know what, let's keep going, because if we can get another Rathian egg or really any of the others, we might see some mutations, so let's see. Oh, you know what? The other monster that we're missing, I have not found one yet anyway, is a Temnoceran. I.e. Endercilla, because I haven't got one yet. I've definitely been finding their eggs in the wild, so. Alright, that's exactly what we need, because we need to get Endercilla. So.
All right.
All right, there it is, a baby Nursilla. Honestly, it looks cuter than I thought it was going to be. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Should I use it for Habitat Restoration? I might actually just keep this one. Because it's a party. So I feel like it's almost better than Paolumu. Look, hey, I like Paolumu, but I'm just saying maybe it might be better to have a Nursilla. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that because I can start ranking it up now. This is extremely resistant to drag. It has extreme resistance to dragon and a little bit of resistance to water. Versus Paolumu, resistant to water and ice. I don't really have. Oh, but the Ankuku has a strong resistance to what do you call it? To dragon as well. Yeah, let's do it. So let's put this where is it? This one, switch out with Nursilla. Now, obviously, I might find a better Nursilla later, but this one will be fine for now. So I have a better resistance team. Ooh, I noticed that a lot of my team is weak to electricity. Wrath is really weak to it. I mean, I gotta replace Yangugu, that's obvious. Both of these guys. Oof. I don't mind Green Plesioth and Wrath being weak to electricity because they're both, flying type, obviously, and Piscenes, that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely gotta replace some of these. Might just replace my Roledrith because he's not really doing anything for me in the team. Could just put my Anjanath in there. Because I've already got a water type there. I don't have 3 fire types, so that's the only thing. Tough decision. But you know what? Yeah, let me take an Anjanath versus the Roledrith. That will give me 3 fire types, I know, but I don't need 2 water types. But I do need an ice and a dragon type, so if I can find some, those would be nice. Alright, so let's switch out Roledrith. The Anjanath for now. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so let's check the restoration map real quick again. So I think I need to check. So I found a Velocidrome, but I didn't find a Velociprey. That's interesting. That is interesting. Alright, so we've done a lot in Sunpetal Plains. Let's now go to Broadleaf Basin and try to see if we can find some more things here. In fact, what we can do is try to find the endangered species in Broadleaf Basin. So let's teleport there. Where would I like to go? Endangered species is probably, you know what, yeah, it's probably up here. At nighttime, I would think. Alright, so now that's nighttime. Alright, so like over here, that's where the Rathian was. I have a feeling the endangered species is going to be up this hill. So I'm going to go here, and then it should be over here. Alright, so let's go kind of over catty corner over here. It's actually going to be kind of that way. Let me see.
Go.
Is that inside the den? Let me see. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, before I go over there, let me check around and see if there's anything. Oh, there was a mushroom. Something special over there, too. Oh, that's a save point right there by that den. Alright, let's try to head over here. Get off my monster for now. Oh, these are interesting. These little the deer. I haven't seen them yet in the game. Got tiny footprints. I wonder what it could be. So the other thing too I would highly suggest is grab everything you can. Oh, I can't wait to fight this guy. Grab everything you can, because every time you pick up items or interact with the world in any way, you get experience, and that's highly helpful for your monsters to level up. Ooh, my ranger meal expired. Alright, I have a feeling it's up there. Let me check out this den. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. Keep searching. Oh. I'll switch it out. Alright, there we go. I think I'll take the Anjanath. Especially since it's very potent, so I can always switch out my other one.
All right.
There we go. Alright, let's go over here. Should be in this clearing an invasive species. Just wondering what it could be, because I don't think I've seen anyone cover like the other invasive species yet. Anjanath? That's weird. Oh, he's wearing red. Dang, I'm trying to think. Alright, so it looks like I gotta explore this area, because I was hoping that maybe it'd be up here. Because as you can see, there's clearly these like dirt paths that look like they lead somewhere for each section, unless it's over here. Could be. But that's a feral monster that unlocks the area. Same thing here. Only have 2 left. There should also be an invasive species for each section. Took out the was it Garuda or whatever it was? Where was it at? Oh no, it was over here. That's where the Rathian den, the endangered Rathian den was. Makes me wonder. I see the Anjanath, but it's saying red, so it's gotta be like a super high level. Let's see. Alright, it's going that way. Alright, good. Let's go in here. Quick. Something really shiny over here. No, just a regular fish. Alright, let's go. See if I can find anything better, but it's okay.
All right.
Alright, so let's see if I can just teleport. Maybe it's over here. Hold on. Now I'm really curious to see if there's any quote-unquote invasive species. It's gotta be in this area. I see the den. Now, it could be that the invasive species for some of these areas are locked behind a story mission. It's definitely possible. And that would make some sense. So if I don't find anything, then that means that probably this is for a story mission later on. But we'll still check to see what they got going on.
Yes.
Oh, you're not lying. A lot of stuff in here. Well, let me get the egg first. That's the most important thing. Nope. Might be able to get a rainbow egg from here. Oh, shoot. Go. Alright, let's take that for now. He's pretty upset. Let's go.
All right.
No, no, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I tried. Yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna be like a story mission. There we go. Alright, let's check out this regular den. This is one I don't have. So that might be the Velociprey. We'll see. Yeah, because I don't have it yet, so.
All right. Let's go.
Alright, let's quickly. No, no, no. Oh, treasure chest. Okay. There's a lot of stuff to gather in this thing. Alright, let's get out of here before that monster comes back. Don't see anything else of value. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that the invasive species are probably locked behind story missions. Which, like I said, makes sense. What is that that's showing? Oh. I'm saying it's a little bit stronger than me, but we'll come back. Alright, let's go in here. Let's see what we can get from here. Oh crap. I love when it's like, we should still have plenty of time, and then the officer just comes back. Go, 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 because that thing is fast.
All right.
Oh.
Go.
Actually didn't unlock this area yet, so. Another Anjanath. Guarding the den. Alright, let's... Oh, you know what? You know why they're all ranked red and yellow? Because it's nighttime. That's why. Didn't even think about that until... Oh, it's a lot of Nerscylla. They just stay where they're at. Don't see anything. Is there anything down here? Oh, treasure chest, yep. Oh, this takes me back up here. Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's keep looking. All right, let's go. Dang it, man. Come on, man. Come on, faster.
All right.
Okay. Well, we've gotten quite a bit, actually. Gypceros. Boogie.
What's this? What's this?
So I gotta go up and around. Ooh, that was close. I was worried I was gonna fall down on that one. Oh, there's a Pookie right there.
What's this?
Right. All right, let's go and teleport. I think we've gone through enough dens. So let's see what we can find, or what we found. All right, here we go.
Look at that!
Oh, there we go. So there's a mutation right there, a blue Yankuku. Nice. All right, now that we found a blue Yankuku, we can actually introduce him somewhere. Oh, okay. So he's the one that actually resides here. Interesting. Was not expecting that. Okay, so definitely going to release him back into the wild to increase the population. What else I want to release here? Oh yeah, let me release one of these. Okay. Some of these Gypceros. And you know what? I'll release the Chotacabra for now. Did I get a Tobukadachi? No, I didn't get one. I thought I was going to get one. And I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to release a Velocidrome here, just as one of those extra monsters to, you know, give it an element. Should be cool. Alright, see you, boys and girls. Oh. Actually really good. Yeah, I think I'm going to release some Velocidromes so that way I can get some electric ones. Should be kind of cool. I have a very strong feeling that the endangered species in that specific area over there is going to be a link to that. It's going to be linked to that side section where it's like where there's the castle and everything. So basically due south, directly south. Also interesting thing to note that if you look at region powers, so basically this whole region, which is the Azuria region, a rank S gets an egg power called Battle Thirst, Hardiness for A, and Power Resilience for B. That's interesting to know. That each region will also have their own separate egg powers that they can inherit, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's try to get a little bit more Rathians or pink Rathians so we can what do you call it? So that we can ally trade Queen Rathian. Let me replace my, let's see, edit parties. Let me replace my Anjanath because this is a rank C. Let me replace him with one of those that other Anjanath that got rank B. There we go. Alright, those are the ones in my party. Bloodrith, let's remove his, he's out of there. Oh yeah, I gotta release one of these Gypceros, don't I? Because I don't need both of them. So let's go to Habitat Restoration. I didn't realize I had two. Oh, almost S. So like I said, we're going to quickly go check out or get some more Rathian and or pink Rathian eggs. Oh, no, I didn't even know that. That's interesting. I was wondering why it always looked like it had like a skin on, like a darker skin on the top. But when you actually made its made weapons or armor from it, that it was just purely white. But now it makes sense because saying that its preferred prey are Gypceros, whose hides it peels off and wears after feeding. The purple hides protect it from its weakness to lightning and conceal its true white coloring. Did not know that. So that makes sense why they're always wearing that, like almost like a skin on the outside. Because I was thinking, I was like, the armor and the weapons made from it are like bone white colored. And I noticed that obviously part of its body looks like that, but I was saying, I wonder why there's no dark part. Then I realized that, oh, so it's wearing the skin of Gypceros. Nice. Did not know that. Makes you wonder if the Manahabra also has like eggs or no. Well, it says it has habitats all regions, so I mean it's possible. I didn't realize there's a blue Yon cuckoo, so yeah, Yan Garuga, not Garuda, Garuga. Invasive species. Okay, like I said, let's go. Let me see, one of those. Are gonna like reset or something? There we go. Come on, give me the regular Rathian egg. No. Oh, I'll take it. Oh God.
He snuck up on us!
I tried. I tried. Well, we gotta take him on real quick.
Let's go.
Don't push yourself.
push yourself.
No!
Now!
No!
Amazing!
Watch out!
Okay.
Ready?
Koro, come on! All right over there?
Yeah!
Nice one!
Hope so! See what we can do! Nice one!
Good going. Nailed it. Yeah. Don't push yourself.
Prince! No! Prince!
But I've come so far.
Ah, dang! I hate when they man. What the hell? It is what it is.
Go!
Alright, what I'll do now, in fact, is go back to... I think I've shown enough of the different eggs that we can get. Although I need to get a Rathian egg, man. But I'll go back to the main area first. Just as I want to check on the weapons, because someone had asked me in one of the chats about a weapon. Let's see if it's there.
Yes!
Welcome!
It is there. Okay, I'll let them know that you can get it. Although it's saying I can't build it yet. I wonder why. Let me see how much I need. Yeah. Oh, just barely. I gotta get like one more. So I'm thinking, which one should I use for... That actually is pretty good. Right now I have the Chataclobber, which is okay. Bonehammer is better. I actually like that concept of having the Venom monster. But I just need a little bit more... I need to defeat another Gypsaros and this should be fine. Yeah, so I'll have to let that guy know that that the Venom monster is in the game. You just have to defeat regular Gypsaros, and then you can build it. No, not enough, not enough. That's okay. Not that many katanas, I'm surprised, at least right now, that I've unlocked. Alright, so I guess I'll quickly go over this now. I think I mentioned in a previous stream, but I'll do it now so I can also use it to make a video later about it. But I think I was even showing this one. So like for instance with the Azur's Serpent Blade, this is something I wish I knew in the beginning, because at first I was so confused and I would click can forage or upgrade, right? And then I would click on it and it wouldn't show me like what I needed. So alright, but something that's important to know is when you click on a weapon, whether it be the level 1, level 2, or any weapon, period, it's going to show on the top a certain number of material from that monster, as well as a certain number of material that's going to be needed in general to enhance it. For instance, like with this one, it doesn't show it because I haven't unlocked that material yet. But for instance, if I go to the normal one, well, I can't use that one. Hold on. Let me go to, oh yeah, for instance, this one, the Cuckoo pick, right? It says Cuckoo material, 0 out of 6 points. So what that means is all 3 of these items give me a certain number of points. So the giant beak gives me 5 points. So that gives me a huge amount. The Cuckoo webbing gives me 2, and the Cuckoo scale gives me 1. For instance, I don't have any Cuckoo scale, so that's not going to help me. But I can do the Cuckoo webbing, and now I have enough to reach the 6 points needed to build that weapon. So that's something it doesn't really describe very well in the beginning of the game. I wish it would. But that's something to keep note of. Because a lot of times you'll see when you click on the right stick, it'll say which ones you can forage or upgrade. So for instance, this one I can't really upgrade it yet because I don't have any of these materials on the bottom at all. I don't even know what they are, so I haven't discovered them yet. But for instance, the Magia Charm, right? I click on it. So first off, some weapons you're gonna have to have a recipe, and you unlock those through purchasing them from the item vendor using your medals. You get gold, silver, and bronze medals throughout the game by doing different things, whether it be collecting or winning battles, hatching eggs. You get certain number of medals each time. So for instance, this one I have the recipe, and then I can use these to get points. Carpenter Bug's gonna give me the most. And then once I match or exceed the number of points needed, I now have everything I need to build that weapon. So that's something I wish I knew at the beginning of the game, because I was so confused. I was thinking that it kept telling me that you can build this weapon, and I'm like, how? I would keep moving like one thing around or something, and then, for instance, I would think that I've got the recipe, okay, I'm good, but then down the bottom I didn't know I could move things around to get the points I need, so. Let me see if I do. Okay, another neat trick that I just discovered is that you can actually, on the console, push square, and it'll automatically just get all the stuff that you need. If you have it, it'll just put it up there for you, so you don't have to keep clicking around, so that's also good. Yeah, these are all the weapons that I've unlocked so far. I almost have enough for the Venom Monster. Hold on. Yeah, I've got enough time. Let me go try to take on... I'll try to go take on a Gypceros so I can... Because I literally have almost everything. I just need literally one more point. So if I go and find a Gypceros, I should have enough to build it. Oh, I can build the Hunter armor. Hold on. Did not know this. I might have enough. Hold on. To build the Hunter level 2 armor, which actually looks really cool. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, hold on. Let's equip this. Earth Crystal, yep. Shell. Let's do auto. Actually, yeah, that looks really cool. I'll equip that right now. Actually has an ice resistance, which is good. I don't think there's any ice monsters right now in the immediate area, but that's actually really good for now. That's really cool.
Come again.
I didn't realize I had that. Yeah, the Hunter armor looks good. Yeah, the Hunter armor looks really good. I'm glad I came there. Alright, let's go take on a Gypceros real quick. Let me save, and then I'll go take on Gypceros. Oh wait, save one second. And after that, we'll get the Venom Monster hammer. Alright, let's go to... Oh, I guess I gotta escape first, hold on. Alright, let's just go look for a Gypceros, and then once I take one out... I think there's some even in this main area. Once I take one out, then we should be good. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Since I'm facing a Gypceros, let me change to... Change to Gaul. Let's look around for a Gypceros. I see some Yankuku. Let's see. Oh, let me quickly grab this. I can touch it. There we go. Yeah, there should be some Gypceros here. There's definitely a lot of Yankuku now. Out there, rank A. That's a Rathian. See the Dancera. Or the Nerscylla, excuse me. No, I saw a Gypceros over here last time. You're just hanging out. Alright, there's a Paolumu. Another one. Yeah, I think I actually might need to go further north. I think I'm a little bit too south, too far south. Oh, that's the Pharaoh monster. I don't want to do that one just yet. Alright, are they still down there? Okay, no, they're not good. It's unlocked now. Man, last time there was at least a few chips for us, but right now I can't seem to find it. It's weird. You know what? Let me teleport. I know there was some up here, but I don't have any cat stands. Let me go here. There are some gypsies I know for sure because I've encountered them over there. Oh, those are the right yellow? Really? Oh, so the Pharaoh monster for the north is the Timnos. I mean, is the... What do you call it? Is the, Nursilla. Good to know. Let me get up. Oh, there we go. Where's that cat stand? Oh, there's my kids in the background. Oh well, there's a green Plesio out there. I could add that to my collection. Yep, I'll take it. It's very potent, so.
All right. You're the best.
Okay, I need to... Yeah, I know there's some Gypseros up here, because I remember fighting one last time. Oh, grab that fish. Oh yeah, I think over here is. Oh, there's a green area right there. Yeah, this is another one that a lot of creators are talking about. That there's an area here called Ground Dive, and so we're assuming that there's going to be some monsters that you can put on your team that will allow you to dive into, you know, certain caves and areas like that. All right, let me see, 'cause there should be a monster. Oh, no, I don't want to fall down. Jesus Christ, I gotta get out of here. Go, go, go. What the hell, man? Go, 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 go.
All right.
Yeah, I did not expect an Espinas in there. I heard that it was possible that he can just randomly show up in some of those rare dens, but I was not expecting that. I was like, Espinas? I'm like, oh. What's up? That's funny. Alright, I know there was a Gypsyros that was always wandering in this spot over here, so there should be one somewhere. Yep, there he is. Let's quickly take this one on.
We're prepared.
And he is a... check the stats. Alright, I think Gypsyros, what was he? Tactical? Man, I forgot if he's a tactical or what. Alright, let's use this one for now. Image slash so I can get rid of these bugs. Oh, I didn't realize it hit everybody. I thought it was regular slash.
You okay?
You did it! Oh, nice! Watch out!
Nice.
There we go.
Good one. Ready.
Calm down.
Ratha. Counting on you.
Thanks.
I got it. Keep pushing! Ah! Don't be mad at me!
You did it!
Right! Good one. You too, Captain.
Your Highness!
Alright, let's go in here and should be able to get the hammer now.
Welcome. Come again.
Alright guys, looks like I'm going to call it for now. I'm going to use most of that for some video editing later. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, so for the one guy that was asking about the Venom monster, yes, it is in the game. You just have to defeat a couple of Gypceros so you can get enough equipment, or so you can get enough items to make it. So yes, the Venom monster is in the game. I actually got it equipped. I think it's going to be great as like a Venom hammer. Like apply status and do Wyvern Soul gauge damage, which is cool. Or Wyvern Fell gauge damage. Man, I love that hunter armor, man. That thing looks sick. I think it's great. Alright, let me save the game real quick. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it's my birthday, so I need to go spend some time with the family. I just want to hop on for a little bit to get some videos I can use, or to upload a video I can use to edit later for some of my guides. And also just to let you guys know that hopefully you have a happy Valentine's Day. Spend some time with your loved ones or significant other. And like I said, I'll be posting up some more Monster Hunter Stories 3 videos later today, as well as probably I'm probably gonna do Clary Obscure tomorrow. I was supposed to do it today, but I felt like it was going to be a little bit too intense to store about a birthday stream, and then I thought about it earlier too when I was like, I need to put up some more archive some more footage so that I can use for clip editing later. I decided to jump on Monster Hunter, and honestly, I think it was a good decision. Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be on for a little bit for some Claire Obscure videos, and then later on I will be posting the schedule for next week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys on the next one. Forge the path.